So this is more of the same. We're doing some of the same stuff. There's some other things going into it, though. You know, you're subtracting two things here, but in this case, you're distributing a -2. So, you know, if we're doing the work for that, there we go. F of x is x squared minus x minus 2, but then we're subtracting 2 times another function, and that's an x plus 1. Okay, so that's your f of x equation, that's your g of x equation. There's the 2 that's out in front. So you distribute this -2, and then you can combine your like terms. So this becomes a minus 2x minus 2, combined with all these other things, x squared minus x minus 2, blah, blah, blah. Combine like terms. You have x squared minus 3x now, because you have that one, and then these other two, and then minus 4. Now, in the previous problem, it said simplify or factor if possible. It doesn't say that here, but technically this would be factorable. It'd be x minus 4 and then x plus 1. Without saying factor if possible, I would have to accept either this answer or that answer. So that is fine. When it comes to something like this, it's just a fraction, and you just got to guard against reducing it foolishly. But f of x is x squared minus 1x minus 2 over g of x, which is x plus 1. Now you might say, okay, well, those don't look at all alike. If you fought the urge to cancel that x and that x, then you've done well for yourself. However, this is factorable. The top is, and what you'll find is when you factor it, it then will be reducible. So you got your x plus 1 on the bottom. This then factors to be, if you do a diamond problem or if you think through the process, what two numbers multiply to get -2, add together to get -1. That's an x plus 1 and then an x minus 2. So with a factorable problem like that, always kind of look into this. That's pretty much why that's there and paired with this, because this, since it's a product of these two, now this can be reduced. And you're left with just that x minus 2 on top, or it's just x minus 2. More of the same from before. Another, you'll see something here that, try that one. Because it's the same type of thing, but you'll notice the other factor, saw that before. The difference though is this guy's going to be on the bottom. Okay, let's not spoil the surprise here. We know this factors, because we already did it, to be x plus 1 and x minus 2. So if the x minus 2 is on top, just to make sure that we, I think you can get to that point where we were before, where you're reducing. The difference is you're reducing this, but I'll see a lot of people do that and say, oh yeah, hey, game over, we won, it's this. Well, kind of. Where's that located? It's located on the bottom. Well, you might say, well, it's on the bottom, but you're not showing me what it's on the bottom of, okay? This thing here, even though you've reduced it, and that's accurate, there was that little secret coefficient out in front. You have to have a 1 over for this thing to be right. You can't just say, well, that's what's left, so that's all I'm going to put, because that'll be wrong. Okay. And I'll let you conquer 10 on your own, and I think you'll find success there. Something like this, you're going to end up with a g of x, which is x plus 1, and then the f of x, which is the trinomial, x squared minus 1x minus 2. You can do that FOIL thing there if you want to, or you can kind of set up the box to multiply. That's an option for you. X plus 1, and then across the top, x squared minus 1x minus 2. The stuff you put in this box then becomes 4 different terms that would then be your answer there. So I'll leave it at that.